And here we are. Hello in YouTube land.
Hey there.
Tommy and Patty with AldermanFarms. Let's see here. Hey Brenda. Hey Revelation Homestead. Glad to see you. Look at there. There's Denise on Facebook. Hey Denise. All right, so YouTube folks. Uh-oh, got to mute that.
It might happen a few
it
more
might
times.
happen a few more times. I don't know, but so those of you in YouTube land, we're trying a little something different. I've wanted for a while to be able to stream to YouTube and to Facebook at the same time. There is a solution that I just call Joycaster that will allow me to do that, and frankly, I just haven't spent enough time getting that squared away. So what we've done for today, and we may do this again depending on how crazy it makes us trying to look at all these screens, is I've got my iPhone set up behind this camera, and the iPhone is broadcasting Patty and I live to Facebook. Hey!
Facebook friends.
So, look, there's Bunny Wickham says, I usually watch you on YouTube, but catching you on Facebook today. Well, pretty cool. And I can give a little thumbs up right there. So, we're going to try this. We're going to try going to YouTube and Facebook at the same time. And just see if it's not too distracting. I do want to say to the folks catching us on Facebook who may be unfamiliar with our weekly YouTube show, is that we're not the only ones doing this. We are a part of the Homestead Network, and we encourage you to go to thehomesteadnetwork.com. There is a link for show times, and you'll see all the time slots that are filled throughout the week.
It's not just tonight. It's not just last night.
Right. As of now, we are the only. No, not the only. We're the first slot on Sunday evening.
Yeah.
Wayne's Homestead, I think, did come on prior to us, but now he's moved his show to Saturday night. And following us will be Big Family Homestead, Brad and Krista. Brad's the guy that sort of put this network together. Followed by Tommy over at the Off Grid Nation, and he's probably got Off Grid Kid with him. Talk about an impressive young man.
Yes, indeed.
Very, very sharp young fella. And then following that is our friends Jennifer and Jared Stanley over at J&J Acres. And then I think there's an opening after that. But anyway, we encourage you once again to go to thehomesteadnetwork.com and check out. You can read about some of the channels that are involved, and you can go to that Showtimes link, and you can have some pretty interesting viewing most evenings and even some mornings and afternoons.
That's right.
Throughout the week. So that's what this is about. I should be telling you, Facebook. That's what this is about. And
that's going to be hard going back and forth.
Yeah, it's going to be hard going back and forth. But anyway, so far so good.
Yep. And we've had a few more people join. I wear aprons, Wee Tree, Tina, Mother of Many Horses. Hey everybody, Rain, and a few others. So
yeah, a few others. Glad to have everybody.
Yep.
It's been a demanding.
Well,
it seems like every time we come on lately, I'm whining about something.
Well, it's not been an easy 2 months now, we can say, with all the traveling you've done, and then you were sick week before last. And you know what? He has not been sick this week. Praise God, he has been well. But I've still been doing all the chores. And tell him why. Well, we did have help from our youngest son. This weekend, I had help. Yeah. But Tommy's had another issue.
I've been crippled. Stepped in a doggone hole or something. Years ago, I had back issues with my lower back, and it would just go out, for lack of a better term, and it was difficult to walk back in those days. Well, went to a natural doctor, not a chiropractor, but Dr. Wessey. He's kind of famous up here in these parts. I don't know if Denise is still here or not, but she said she had to check out. Denise may remember Dr. Wessey. He's passed away now. But he was naturopathy, I think, or I can't remember the technical term, but
He knew all kinds of stuff.
He knew all kinds of stuff, not just how to fix a back. But I remember going to him the first time. It was crazy. He was so gentle.
Yeah.
We had to pay, like, he only took cash. It took $60, and his office was in his house, and he was just so gentle. I thought to myself, I have just thrown $60 down the drain. This man ain't doing anything for me.
Yeah.
And but make a long story short, he fixed it. It did take I think twice, trips.
Yeah.
Yeah. He immediately fixed it, and I asked him, would I have to come back? And he said, it depends. I had been dealing with the issue for years, and he said, you may have to, because your muscles have been so accustomed to doing what they were doing to your lower back, they may want to go back, and so you may have to come again. And I did. I went one more time, and then I think a few years later I had to go back. But it's been, gosh, Patty, how long has it been?
Well, that's when we first moved here, so it's been going close to 16 years ago.
Yeah, so anyway, I stepped in a hole or something, just on uneven ground, and boom, jarred myself, and didn't think too much of it at the time, but within a day, I think, or two, I could barely walk. And so, you know, I've been either gone or an invalid for the last 2 or 3 weeks.
So. And I'm ready for him to take over the outside chores, because I promised bread videos last Sunday, and I've done none. I've not done any videos at all. I hope to do better this week, but
it's a good thing I didn't promise to upload some of the videos you've already done.
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
You mean I did promise that? Ooh, sorry. I guess I missed a good time to work on that when I was unable to do anything else. But the good news is, back is much better, and today is the best that it's been. And if I'm not careful, in fact, Patty caught me a few minutes ago. I was about ready to pick up on a 50-pound sack of something. Oatmeal. And she said, don't do that. And I was like, ooh, I forgot.
So he is feeling better. So that's a good sign. But I'm going to have to tie him down where he stays feeling better, I guess, for a few days.
Yeah.
So he won't be able to get back to his normal chore routine until a few days anyway. So
yeah, that's right.
But anyway, so things are looking up, and hopefully next week, and I told him, I said, I have to have you well for this coming weekend, because I can't go it alone without him next weekend.
No, because we got chickens to.
Yeah, we've got stuff we've got to get done.
Stuff we got to get done, and the weekend after that, really. And before we get started on that, though, thank you, Tams. Tams congratulated us on 10,000 subscribers.
Oh, thanks, Tams.
I forgot to mention that.
That's
and
right.
I see Jared is in the house, and Jared's so funny. When I told him whenever it was, Jared, I don't remember when. When I told Jared we were like within 9 or 10 of hitting the 10,000, and he said it'll take forever, because he recently went over the 20,000 mark, and Jared, it's so right. I've wanted to message you several times this week, because we would gain 4 and lose 3, gain 3 and lose 4, and I can't tell. In fact, when it tipped over at 10,002, I told him, I said, here it is, but I refuse to celebrate, because I want to get a little more cushion before we realize we're actually at 10,000 subscribers, which just blows our mind that 10,000 people give a rip about what we do and what we have to say and all that.
And we've not been doing a whole lot lately.
No, it's really amazing, because we've really been.
It's been 2 months. I mean,
been 2 months.
A couple of videos have trickled up, but
so hopefully I'll have some time this week. Feeling like doing it to begin. I mean, I feel good right now.
Yeah, Jared says like watching the pot boil. Wait for those.
You like watching the pot boil?
Yeah, that's about right.
It's like watching the pot boil and the flame keeps going out. So it's like it's almost there, and then no. But anyway, so. We had a fun day yesterday.
Yes, we did, and I was hoping this wouldn't set Tommy back, but it didn't seem to.
It didn't seem to. I was not feeling good while we were there, but let me know if you can hear. We're going to try to be quiet for a minute. Tomas's birthday party yesterday.
He's having a grandson. We try not to too
That's him in the yellow soccer shirt. Y'all hear happy birthday? Facebook folks, I know you can. I'll show you the video. YouTube people, let me know if you can hear the birthday song. Well, I don't know if they can or not. Alright, thanks if you can flip away from this a second. But it was great.
Happy birthday,
We kind of, Brad was trying to hide for the camera there. We love it that anytime Tomas has some kind of gathering, it's like we joke and say it's like a United Nations meeting because they've got so many different cultures in their friendship. That's our oldest daughter, Chelsea, our son-in-law, Guillermo, that we called, he goes by Chicho, and our number one grandson, Tomas, with his birthday cake. And he had a ball jumping on the trampolines. We went to there's a place in Jackson, Mississippi called High Heaven. And inside, there's trampolines all over the floor. And they jumped and jumped and jumped. And grown-ups can jump too. In fact, we were a little concerned because there were grown-ups, including Corey, jumping out there at the same time these little ones were. And we were kind of afraid there was going to be a huge collision. But luckily everybody survived. And there's even some fun things for the big folks to do. There's Corey doing flips on the... it's really a neat place.
Yeah, it really is. It really is.
I can't imagine what the liability insurance is for that place, but they really had a good time. Everybody had a good time.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. Tomas has always had his birthdays here at the farm, and so they live about an hour or so north of us, and so he don't really get to invite a lot of his little friends from school and stuff like that. So she did the party up in Jackson, and so they enjoyed it a lot. But anyway, they ran around and played, but I would have loved for them to be able to come to the farm and spend some time here because I think it would have been they would have had just as much fun, I believe, running around in the yard. So
yeah. So hey, Darla joined. Darla Wilkinson.
Oh, hey, Darla.
Hey, Darla. Talk about a lifelong friend.
Yeah, your whole life.
Yeah, she's known me my whole life, so we won't say how old that makes her. But,
oh, no.
So after the birthday party, Tomas did get to come back to the farm. He's back in the wanting to be at the farm phase. Mm-hmm. And so tell me about this song. Is this something they sing at school?
Yeah, they've learned this song for Thanksgiving. They're going to have a little Thanksgiving play. And so I had an idea for him to sing it at the farm, and you'll see why.
And let me know if you can hear Tomas. Let me check something here. I want to make sure that the correct, that it's got, I think I did set the audio to be coming from the movie, yes.
Okay, but I can still talk to Facebook people until
you can still talk. Well, they're going to hear, and the YouTube people are going to hear us too. So don't talk too loud.
Okay. I'll explain it.
Facebook people, we'll post it.
Yeah.
Big and fat, I'm gonna eat you. I'm gonna eat you just like that, Yummy! Mr. Turkey, big and fat, I'm gonna eat you, I'm gonna eat you just like that, Yummy!
So let's tell the Facebook guys what just went on.
Tomas
learned a little song at school about a turkey, big and fat, and anyway, says, I'm gonna eat you, What about
Mr. Turkey, big and fat, I am going to eat you, just like that. And Tomas did it better than me.
I got him in front of our midget white turkeys, which we will be eating them soon. Yeah. But anyway, and I was trying to get him to holler at the end where the turkeys would gobble, and he said, I can't do that because all we have to do is holler, gobble, 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 and they gobble. And
I think they did though.
Well, but he didn't holler it, and so I said, just holler yum at the end, because a lot of times if you just holler,
any kind of loud noise,
they'll gobble and everything. But anyway, he just said yum, and they didn't gobble, and I waited a few seconds, and there's 3 in the background, and they all gobbled. So it was perfect.
Yeah,
so it was cute.
I hope that came through on the YouTube. So yeah, Sharon Brown said the turkeys weren't very happy about that song.
Yeah,
yeah, they were filing a protest, and he is a sweetheart, Tams, and
yeah, we enjoy him so much.
Very well behaved, and we got him a battery operated 4-wheeler for last Christmas.
Yeah,
for last Christmas, and so we have to, when he's coming, we try to remember to charge the battery before he gets here, because he loves to ride that 4-wheeler, and he has so much freedom here.
Yeah.
And it's Chelsea and Guillermo and Tomas recently moved into a lovely new apartment in Jackson, and it's lovely and it's huge and it's spacious. Mm-hmm. And but it's an apartment, and so they have a great park there.
Yeah, they're diligent. They do bring him to the park.
They do bring him to the park, but he really gets his outside mojo going, when he's here.
Yeah, and he gets to go outside and play and stuff like that.
And get dirty,
and we let him make mud pies. I was, with my kids, I would have had a fit, but anytime Tomas wants to make mud pies, he just goes and makes them. But he doesn't get himself all muddy. But we let him be a kid and let him romp and run and get dirty and stuff like that. So we showed him the TP last weekend.
That's right. So, that's his immunization. I'll tell people all the time, they worried about their kids getting sick, little kids getting sick. I tell them, let them get in the dirt, take them shoes off, and because really, I mean. This is not scientific, I suppose, but it's anecdotal. Anybody that knew us in Louisiana when our kids were small and growing up, or even once we moved up here, our kids rarely got sick, and I think it's probably a combination of drinking goat milk, eating healthy stuff.
That's right.
But also because they didn't have shoes on unless we made them, wear shoes and... They got dirty, and so they...
Yeah, even living here, we've ended up at church before with one of them without shoes.
Yeah, so, that's right.
Why didn't you get your shoes? I forgot. Because they spent most of their time barefoot.
I used to tell people, if we wanted to keep shoes on them, we'd have to use duct tape.
Yeah.
But it gave their bodies a chance to encounter, germs and whatnot, and build up defenses against them. So... Anyway, all right, Pat, what you got?
Well, what we're going to be doing this coming week is processing our chickens. Tommy has a video on them. We've been keeping y'all updated on everything. But anyway, so that's where my mind has gone, that I'm starting to make preparations, and we're getting things ready. I still have quite a few things to do. I have to... clean out refrigerators, freezers. It means I have some work ahead of me as far as cooking too, because I have kept the hog's heads to make hog head cheese, and I do need some recipes. So I would like y'all to please point me in the direction. And remember, we're originally from Louisiana. We live in Mississippi now, and I've looked up recipes on the internet, and some of them have like cloves in it and different stuff like that, and that's not the kind of hog head cheese that I've eaten before. So I would be very interested. I was actually thinking of Wanda and I can't remember one of them's name, but never both of them together at the same time.
Danny?
Yeah, Wanda and Danny. I was just I thought about them when I was thinking about when I wrote this down, asking for recipes, curious if maybe they had one. And I haven't seen them on here yet, but maybe when they join, they'll have some ideas for me. Or if you do, if you cook that, and I don't know if that's a Southern thing or what it is, but I am looking for.
It was on the Beverly Hillbillies, I think. So
what does that mean?
Tennessee down.
Yeah.
Tennessee down, I suppose. But hey, if you've got a hog's head cheese recipe or know where we can find one, send us an email. cheese@AldermanFarms.net.
Yeah.
Or post a link in the chat, and we usually try to go back over the chat before.
Yes.
The chat, I'm sure most of you know, but the chat box on YouTube does not stay there indefinitely. Hey, Tom. Tom Rio just joined, another lifelong friend. Hey, Tom, you know a hog's head cheese recipe? If you do, give me a link. That's a weird place to come in on the video, isn't it? But the chat box doesn't stay.
He might jump off quick, too.
Yeah, oop, Tom left. No, Tom wouldn't. He'd stick around. But the chat doesn't stay available to us for a length of any really serious length of time. It's there for a little while and then it disappears. So if you post it there, we'll try to get it, or you can comment on this video once the archived video is live on our YouTube channel, or you can send an email to cheese@aldermanfarms.net.
Look, Tam says she has a recipe for me, but I don't know how to say that word.
Brawn.
Okay, that's what I thought.
We'll have to look up that word and see what it means.
Tommy can say it, but he don't know what it means.
I can pronounce it, but I can't define it. So, Tom says he hates the stuff, but Dad used to eat it all the time. Did he make it, Tom? That's the question. Did your dad make it? If he did, find me that recipe. That's your homework assignment.
Yeah. Oh, but you know what? Karen, what's the girl's name that and her husband came from South Louisiana and got some pigs? Cheryl.
Ooh, yes, the Dugas.
Yeah, I bet you they might.
All right, I haven't seen Cheryl if she's in here. All right, Doc D, who's from Louisiana, said check with his uncle for a recipe. He makes a great one. Yes, please do
awesome.
that. Awesome. Please do that.
So that's one of the things I have to do.
See you, Jared.
Bye, Jared.
Thanks.
Sharon's saying it's Braun German. Well, Tam's is from Australia.
Yeah, but Braun, the spelling of the word would indicate to me that it's Germanic. But I'm sure it, whatever it is.
And this is an issue that I'm dealing with this week. Thinking about we're going to be processing chickens this weekend. We have 3 hogs that we have at the processor that we've got to go get them sometime soon. I actually had some hams made, so that's taken a little bit longer for them to cure and everything. And I'm hoping it takes another week longer because, we've talked about the cost of processing chickens and all that kind of stuff. So one thing to cut down the cost, I have been freezing all of my empty jugs of freezing water to make ice because we soak the chickens for about 3 to 5 days in the ice chest, and we find that really makes them tender. And so it does cost a lot in ice. It's $10 to $20 each batch we do with just ice. So I'm trying to cut that cost. So that's taking up freezer space. I have to have freezer space when we do freeze the chickens we're keeping, and also to put the pork straight into the freezer because it will be frozen when we get it. So I'm kind of holding my breath. I am going to clean out the freezers and rearrange, and this is my time of year I do that. I defrost and everything when it's time when we're getting pork in and stuff like that. But that could be an issue I'm dealing with. So
my dad used to fuss at me about being too much of an optimist. I have a very optimistic outlook, but I'm not very optimistic that it's going to take more than a week. I told Patty, I said, it's this week. I mean, it's got to be that that the folks up at Atala Frozen Foods are going to call and say your pork is ready. But the good news is, you know what, Patty, I just thought about it. They probably hold it for us.
They probably would a week. Yeah,
they probably hold it for us
because they've been holding all the fresh stuff already. Yeah, we don't have to make 2 trips. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean it's all frozen.
Yeah,
so.
Though the fresh meat won't be, the hams won't.
Well, that's true.
So, but anyway, Cheryl was on here. She said try the website Real, so for a recipe. So I'll be looking up that and see. And I'm hopeful of the person that's going to check with their uncle too.
Yeah, I hope so. Mm-hmm. No, it's she says Real Cajun.
Real.
Not quite sure. Hey, Vicky Rushing's on.
Hey, Vicky.
I don't know how you keep up with all you have going on. Hog head cheese, Patty, girl, you're braver than me. It's fantastic, though. I mean, it's not.
We love it.
It doesn't sound very. All right, stream is coming. All right, guys, hang in there with us. The stream is coming back. Man. This is from the beginning. All right.
This is? The chat's not.
Why is it doing that?
Look at the
Let me
internet.
rephrase it again. Refresh it again. No, the internet's back.
What about
All
the
right,
phone?
here we go.
Tommy?
Here we go. I'm gonna have to restart that, I guess. All right, do y'all have us now?
My chat's not refreshed, and I'm not.
You may need to refresh that.
How do I do that?
Probably just kill that and go click the link again.
No, that didn't work.
Bear with us, folks. We think we're coming back. Y'all, let us know if you, the laptop on which I'm monitoring this is very delayed, and it's like buffering. It tells me that the stream is working. It tells me that the stream status is good.
Now, let me look on my phone and see what this says on there.
Stuck in a loop?
I noticed it seemed like a little bit of delay in our voice. Okay,
Bear with us, folks.
Mine's
This is
working
really making me mad.
Oh, mine started over from the beginning, yes. Tommy stuck in the loop. Yes, that's what I get. It's like I'm not on live. Brenda said it's like she's not on live. She's just stuck in a loop, too. All right, Nana Grace says we're back.
But yeah, I see that loop thing. So are we back, or are we just in some kind of loop?
They said they have us now. Back again. Back. You're back.
Okay, y'all.
Okay. So sorry.
I'm so sorry about that. I can't tell you how frustrating it is to have 100 megabit per second fiber optic internet that goes out like this, and at the worst possible time. And it seems like...
Yeah, because it typically don't happen.
Yeah, I mean...
Well, unless I sit down to watch TV, because we just have it through the internet.
But my goodness, it's frustrating.
Wheatree says back, but back feed.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either. Dolphin Man said we're back in Georgia.
Right.
So, okay, he's going to try and get Facebook going again. I guess we're going to go ahead and roll with what we were talking. I can't even remember what we were talking about now. But anyway, Big Creek Homestead says, do you have a static IP?
Yeah.
Thanks, Rain.
I think so. It's not it's not that. The internet went out. I mean, there's a box over on the cabinet, and there's a little it's got several lights on it, I mean, it's the router. It's not really the router, but whatever, we'll call it a router for lack of a better term. And it the light went out. I mean, it went out and then it turned red, and that means there is no internet.
Yeah.
And it only happens, so we go through these phases where it happens 2 or 3 times a day. For those of you coming back to us on Facebook, sorry about that. Our internet crashed.
Yep.
And
if Vicky's still there, Vicky Rushing, she had made a post on Facebook that her husband, I can't remember what she said. I think maybe her husband's father has a recipe, but I would very much be interested in that. So
yes,
please send that to us, or get us in touch with that. Let's see. But anyway, I know the reverb is bad. What does that mean?
I don't know. There shouldn't be any reverb.
I don't know.
I've got everything muted. There shouldn't be any feedback.
I don't know.
I don't know. Tell me what you're talking about, Weetree, on when you're saying the reverb is bad. Are you saying that there's reverb in our? I don't know what to do about that. I don't have any. There's nothing that could be causing feedback going or anything. So.
Okay, Sharon said we're coming in for her fine, so maybe.
Okay.
Maybe it needs to be refreshed. Yeah. Everybody said.
Big Creek said that too.
Double
talk? I don't know. I don't know, Weetree, because others are saying that it's fine for them. Yeah. So I'm sorry, guys, and I'm really, really aggravated about that. And
we'll have to deal with it. It's all right.
I mean, it's like you've got Star Trek level internet speed. I mean, guys, when we do speed tests, you can if you want to check your internet speed, you can go to speedtest.net. and perform a test on your internet speed. And when we do that, I mean, there are times when I get upwards of 90 megabits a second up and down, both downloading and uploading. And so we've got out here in the middle of the woods in Lincoln County, Mississippi, to have such powerful internet. And it's just, maybe we've gotten spoiled, but it's just frustrating when it goes out at the worst possible time. And in that particular instant, when it normally goes out, it's out for a minute. But
that seemed like it took forever because you were stressing out over all this
No, but it did take longer because it cycled through twice.
Yeah.
Usually what happens is I'll be at work or doing something and I notice that the internet has died. I look over and I see the red light and I say, oh, well, the internet's down. Well, within less than a minute, the red light goes away for just a second or two, and then the green light comes back on, and we're ready to go. But in that particular instant, when I looked over there was no light, and then after a little while, then the red light came, and then it went away again and came back.
Yep.
It was a longer than normal delay, and so I'm just going to shake it, shake it off. And okay, I'm better now. Smiley face.
There's Wanda and her husband.
Yeah, Deep South. Hey,
Danny.
Wanda.
Why can I not say Danny? Wanda, I'm having issues tonight.
All right, Deep South. We need a hog head cheese recipe.
We've had a few people say that they can have access or point us in the direction of it, but I thought maybe you might have a recipe.
Yep. So if you've got a recipe for hog head cheese. Good. Yankee Living sent a private message. Sent us a message to a great Cajun recipe site.
Oh yeah, that's what.
That's what we're talking about. That's the kind of one we want to get.
Yes.
We don't want to have no Mississippi hoghead cheese. We want to get some from down around the bayou. What?
Look what Corey's bringing in.
Oh yeah, Corey's been out. Come here and show them what you got.
You should have done that live.
Yeah, we could have done that live. You got two more? Well, we'll have to. Just come
right
here
between us and just don't touch us with it.
So I asked Corey when he came in if he had shot the internet, but no, he's been out killing squirrels.
Squirrel hunting. He can't resist.
And can't resist the urge to knock down some tree rats. And so he's out here. That's what we should have done. Went out there and videoed him cleaning squirrels.
Yeah.
But yeah, Patty's got to step away and get a bowl for him to put some water in to collect his game. So, come on, Wanda. Well, Wanda says she don't like hog head cheese. Well, that ain't what we asked you. We didn't ask you if you liked it. Do you have a recipe for it? Does Danny like it? Or do you know somebody? Because I'm telling you, our best neighbor in the universe, Tommy Nettles across the street. Where did he get that from?
He's in Louisiana when he goes down there and works in Gonzales.
Yeah, Tommy's a Boilermaker, and so he works all over the place. And when he works down around Gonzales, Louisiana, there's a little place down there. I guess a little store.
Yeah.
Where he picks up some hog head cheese and always brings Patty a little nibble of it. And that's the first I've ever tasted, even though I grew up in Louisiana.
Yeah, and my sister Julie will get it at the farmer's market there in Baton Rouge and bring some sometimes. I think she gets it at the farmer's market. But Anyway, living greedy. What? Living ready. Sorry. I'm bad with stuff like that, with reading. Sorry. Anyway, it wants to know the favorite squirrel recipe. Well, I have done, you know, my sister does squirrel jambalaya. My guys usually, they're not huge hunters, but they'll go out and kill squirrel, and they usually fry them. And I'm sure that's what Corey's going to be doing. And they'll cook them themselves too. So anyway,
that makes it Patty's favorite recipe.
Yeah.
Because they cook them.
Yeah, Tommy. Well, then I get to clean the kitchen up though. Tommy's not a big cook at all. He cooks very, very, very little. But both my boys like to cook. So my daddy liked to cook too, and Tommy's daddy didn't cook either. But anyway, so my guys will cook some, not really meal stuff, but you know, so. Yeah,
and I feel like I need to have a point of clarification on that, because I don't want to make that sound like I just sit around and expect my wife to cook for me.
That's what.
No, it's not. You tell, what would I be happy to eat every meal of my life?
Ham sandwiches. He's easy. He really
I'm
is.
Easy.
He's easy.
So it's not that I expect my wife to cook a fantastic meal, you know, 3 times a day. I mean, hey, I'm happy with what she asked me. What do you want to eat? It don't matter. I mean, whatever. I'm easy.
Yes, he is very easy. So, but look, we need to start talking about these chickens, the stuff we had planned to talk about.
Yeah, because we only got 20 minutes left, and the internet could die at any minute.
Well, and I just had a few things I want to share with y'all. I don't know if y'all are interested in processing chickens. If you do process chickens, I think this is going to be our 3rd round of processing a lot of chickens. But I forget who even told me about these shrink wrap bags. I guess you can see that. It looks like it's coming through pretty good. I'm trying to look at both cameras. This is shrink wrap bags that I ordered, and I ordered them. Tommy's got the links put down.
Yeah, the link is in the description.
Yeah.
It's from
Top of the Mountain Vegetable Farm. They sell fresh vegetables, canned produce, and poultry shrink bags.
Hand me that piece of paper over there, because she's got some other...
Anyway, very nice lady. I went ahead and called her because, you know, it was this past week, and I wanted to make sure my order went through and everything. Very, very nice. And I looked at a few different sites. Of course, I always shop for the best deal. And these bags are 36 cents each, I believe. Now, I bought 100. There's probably a bigger discount if you buy more. But it's very nice. And it comes with the zip tie. And zip ties are pretty expensive. So it makes it worth it. And the biggest seller, you know, you might be able to find some bags the same price or maybe a few cents less or whatever, but the shipping is outrageous on these bags. I would have paid as much for shipping as I was paying for the bags, just about. So
one place it was like $20, wasn't it?
Yeah, the shipping was $20. And so I called her and I talked to her, and she assured me, said, I will get the best shipping that I possibly can. And I ordered a few extra bags for the turkeys, because we are going to be slaughtering 2 turkeys, and they're going to, of course, be bigger than the chickens. And there's different size bags for different size chickens, and you can get different bags for parts, and I did get a few of those bags just to try them and see. But anyway, she got everything in one envelope. It was a flat rate envelope. I think my shipping was $5 or something like that, and I got it in just a few days. So I was very, very pleased. So if y'all have a need for that, go
she
check.
Probably sent it. Did she send it priority? Because that's
I think so.
That's like $5 or $6.
Yeah,
you know,
and so she was just very, very nice. She has a homestead too, and she's got a business that she does, and the shrink bags is something, I guess, is kind of like on the side or just part of what she does, but just very nice. And they're located in Walden, Vermont. So anyway, I just want to tell you about her and where I got my bags from.
And we've got all of her contact information is down in the description of the video on YouTube. Facebook folks, I'll try to remember to share that on Facebook as well. But I guess her name is Nadia, because it's topofthemountainvegetablefarm.com, but then at facebook.com it's Nadia's Poultry, and Nadia's Poultry apparently is kind of her handle. She's also on Twitter at Nadia's Poultry. So we were tickled to find them, because I'm like, Patty's like, she was all excited just about to order this stuff. She's like, $20 for shipping. I'm like, what are they shipping it from Antarctica, or and going the opposite way? My goodness.
Yeah, but Anyway, I was going to say something else and I forgot.
I'm sorry.
Oh, but the bags. People may not know what these are, but these are shrink wrap bags, and you actually have them. You have water. I forget the degrees. We have to look it up every time. But anyway,
pretty hot.
But actually, Nadia, she sent me the instructions on how to do it too. So, but I want to show you the end product. This is not her bag. This is a bag, and I've had this out, so it's kind of frosting. But it's going to look like a chicken from the store. It's going to be, and this is a year old, and it looks like it's got frost on the outside because I'm cooking a chicken tomorrow, so I have it out thawing. And I wanted to show it to y'all too. But anyway, so it looks like the chicken's from the store, and it's very well protected. Like I said, that one's a year old. There's no, frost damage or anything like that on the chicken. So, and you use the zip tie.
It's really amazing. So what you do, you put the chicken down in the bag.
Yeah.
And you kind of work it with your hand to get a lot of the air out, and so that the bag is pinched up at the top. So imagine the chicken is down here, and I'm holding the bag in my hands right here, like this. And then you take the zip tie and put it over that, and I use my hands on here and a pair of pliers and grab the end of the zip tie. And then when you stick it down in the water, the heat forces all the air out, and it's just amazing how it just shrinks up around that chicken. And when it gets to where you want it, you pull that zip tie good and tight, and it's amazing. I mean, we messed up a couple, that we'd have to redo.
Yeah,
but
no big deal.
You get the hang of it pretty quickly, and it just really comes out of there looking like a store packaged. I don't want to say store bought because our chickens are much better than store bought, but
they're saying the link is not working.
Okay, I may have Nadia'sPoultry.com. That looks right. Nadia'sPoultry.com.
Well, what was that other one?
Try the top of the mountain vegetable one.
Top of the mountain vegetable farm.com.
Yeah.
Top of the mountain vegetable farm.com.
Yeah, that looks like what they had on this piece of paper. So it could be a typo, or that link may be dead now. I know that on her business card, all she had was that top of the mountain vegetable farm.com link.
Yeah. So, but that's what it is right there.
Yeah.
The website. So, but anyway, I was just really pleased. And if you I'm thinking that you could actually put other things in those bags too. I was thinking like vegetables, because the water is not boiling. I forget the exact temperature, but anyway, it's just the warm water actually forces the air out of the bag, and you zip tie it. So I
want to say 170, but I just don't know. That sounds crazy, but I don't know. I don't remember, because it's been a while since we did it.
Yeah.
But we did. I shot a little bit. I guess we show you the chickens every week.
Yeah. They're growing.
But so I guess I should have done a split screen to have them side by side so you could see how much they've grown. But you can, those chickens have got some substance to them now, and so it'll definitely be worth it when we get them out there. I've also took some pictures, or actually some video, some silent video of. Here's where we got these aluminum processing cones, or killing cones, really on a part of a trade. We traded out, I think, use of our chicken plucker, and this guy had these, and I think we had to buy them.
We bought. No, they rented it from us, and they brought those, and we bought them from them.
Yeah, bought them because they were moving and didn't want to take them with them. That's right.
He was in the Coast Guard or something like that. They lived on the coast.
So, and then we'll be firing up the crawfish pot to do our scalding in.
Let me tell on Facebook right quick.
Oh yeah.
We're actually showing videos on YouTube, and we can't show it over on Facebook too. So that's why we're looking at the screen, and we're talking about starting to process our chickens, and they're seeing pictures on YouTube. So. And
I see Jamie Bayless has joined on Facebook.
Hey Jamie.
You missed my rant a minute ago, Jamie, about our doggone internet going out.
Oh, but don't get started.
I won't get started. Yeah, don't get me started. Jamie, because I'm over it right now. I shook it off. So, and then once we get them scalded, they go into this modern marvel, this piece of miraculous machinery, our Easy Plucker 151 automatic chicken plucker. And if you've never seen one of these things in action, they are worth every penny. Yes. It's a bunch of pennies because I've actually got a link in the description. You can get them actually on Amazon, but just be wary. Actually, the link I showed on Amazon was including shipping or free shipping, and there's like $700, or $800. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I think we paid about $800 including shipping on ours.
Yeah.
So it will be getting a workout next weekend. That's the plan anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, that thing has been amazing. I've actually got a video. I should have posted a link to the video in the description. But we've got a video of us using the thing last year, I believe. Where, I mean, those chickens come out of that thing naked as a jaybird. And, I mean, and it takes, 15, 16 seconds for it to completely defeather.
Yeah.
I mean, they may be one or two little feather, and it's such a game to get the temperature right in the water. Once they come out of the scalder, to go directly into the pot, and usually the first few birds are not quite right, but then we kind of figure out what the temperature needs to be every time. It's funny how it changes. You would think, I mean, you'll find people online that say it's exactly 152.3 degrees. I'm just making that up, but but they just swear about a certain temperature, and we find that the temperature is a little different for us. And who knows? It could be that the temperature is actually correct, and our thermometer is not. Every thermometer may not be the same.
I think a lot of it has to do with the age of the chickens and everything, because they've never been the exact same age.
That's true.
Because you're dealing with different rates of growth of the feathers and stuff like that. I had a question about how old the chickens are. They're actually 10 and a half weeks old today. They were hatched out on a Wednesday, so this coming Wednesday they will be 11 weeks old. So
we'll be having a party and all.
Yeah, we do not. One year we had people show up for killing day, because we did say the day when we had pre-sold a bunch of them.
Oh my gosh, that was so funny.
That was our first go-round.
That was our first go-around.
And Tommy was covered in blood. I was covered in blood, and I mean, y'all seen videos of me, so I'm not dressed for company when I'm working, and my hair all slicked back and everything else. And
y'all, from my knees down. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, it looked like a mad scientist homicide scene. And Patty says, "Is somebody here? I think I heard a car." Yeah. And I go walking over there, and these two
nice dressed
I wouldn't
ladies.
say, I was gonna say finely appointed, but it wasn't like they was in their Sunday best, but they were well dressed. They weren't dressed for the farm, and hey, can we help you? And they said, yeah, what'd they say? We heard y'all.
I mean, they were coming because we're slaughtering chickens. I mean, that's why they came.
Yeah, they wanted to buy some.
Yeah, and we weren't prepared. We hadn't, like I said, I give them an ice bath for a little while and stuff like that. So that was an experience. So.
And I'm walking toward them, with like knives in my hand. Can I help you?
No. And it was crazy. But anyway, they were interested in seeing the process and everything, and they did buy some chickens, but not that day. After we got them bagged and everything, they bought some chickens. So it was just kind of funny the way that happened. Somebody asked, are the bags BPA free? And yes, they are. So good. I was glad of that. I think the ones I bought previously.
Good question.
Previously were BPA free too. So also, let's see. I want to tell you too, I think I already said that we're going to be slaughtering some midget white turkeys. We're excited about that. They're a little older than what they should be, but we were waiting to process, together at the same time. They're about 6 months old, so they're a little older. I'm hoping they're not going to be tough. And the Billy Felders, we're going to slaughter a few of them too, and a few of the Delaware. I just said Delaware, but anyway.
So how many chickens we're going to be processing Saturday?
As many as
how many
we
birds?
Can. Well, we're probably not going to get them all done.
Probably not get them all done.
Because we have 70 meat to get all together. Yeah. At least get 40 done. We want to get 40 done.
Yeah, I think we can do that.
So
we kind of surprised ourselves last year with how.
Yeah, we did 35 like in 2 hours.
In 2 hours, yeah. So you
and
can't do that, boys and girls, without a chicken plucker.
That was me and you and Corey too.
With 3 people,
so, I think
doing that.
But Palmetto was teasing us about thawing out our turkeys before we get them in that cooker, and he wanted us to video us putting the frozen ones in there. Well, we've seen those videos. We've seen those videos, and we know to thaw them. But I did want to mention, I'm glad he said that, because last Christmas or last Thanksgiving, I believe, we actually deep fried some whole chickens, and I'm gonna tell you, they were amazing. That was better than the fried turkey, because we fry our turkeys down here, and so we will be frying turkeys this year. And we will be frying some whole chickens too, because they were amazing.
I don't know how many of our viewers know about fried turkey.
I know, that's what I was thinking. I don't know if that's a southern thing or.
Yeah, it's a southern thing, but.
Yeah, because we have crawfish pots. So.
And since Palmetto Paratrooper brought that up, and since we do have tens and tens of people watching, let it be known: do not put a frozen turkey or a frozen chicken into a vat of hot oil. No. Okay, it won't. It's not a good idea. It will explode. It won't explode, but it'll.
Yeah, it does.
Well, it's not an explosion, but it's a same thing. I mean, it will ignite.
It will hurt you bad.
Yeah, the oil will come out, and it'll boil over in the blink of an eye. Mm-hmm. And if you don't believe me, go to MythBusters, because they proved it. That was not a myth that was busted. Mm-hmm. Very, very dangerous. So make sure that you do not put something frozen into a huge vat of oil. But if you do, video it from a distance.
No, don't do
with
it.
Protective gear. Oh.
I don't know if I mentioned this too. The shrink bags, they come. I did say that they come with the zip ties. So
yes,
that
they
makes
come with the zip ties,
that makes them even better.
That dropped the price, really.
Yeah.
So hey, we got 4 minutes according to my clock before we want you to head on over to Big Family Homestead for their live show, and for Jamie and our new audience on Facebook, since we had to up our Facebook thing, go to thehomesteadnetwork.com, thehomesteadnetwork.com/showtimes, or just go to the homesteadnetwork.com and click on the Showtimes link. And we are a member of that network, and the whole week is filling up with pretty cool folks and some shows for your viewing pleasure and education.
And you know what? That's a video that we need to do, is fried chicken, a whole fried chicken.
Yeah. I'm for that.
That's a new video.
That's a new video that I won't edit.
No. I'm gonna get after him this week. He's gonna get my videos
We got a couple of quick tip videos that I just didn't. I mean, that don't take any time to edit. But,
you didn't put the videos up?
I mean,
Tommy.
Sorry, did I say that out loud?
Oh my! I'm sorry, y'all. We did 2 videos last week. I'm gonna get you.
Sorry. Sorry.
Anyway.
Feel sorry for me. I felt bad. My back was hurt.
It was not hurt Sunday when we filmed them.
No, it wasn't. Sorry. I've been a bad boy. All right. What else? We're almost out of time here. Let's see if we missed anything. Have we missed anything?
I don't know. Somebody had mentioned the fryer that they sell on QVC regularly on Sunday. So I guess, the word has spread about fried turkeys. It's not just a southern thing anymore, because there's a thing that you can buy and it fries the turkey for you.
Oh man, I got Rain Country's talking about some kind of turkey fryer video with William Shatner, and so we need to look that up. So I need to remember to do that, because William Shatner's a funny man.
No, well, Norma just said, "How about another tip video?" Well, I have made 2.
Yeah, she's got 2.
And I thought he had got them up, but anyway. But if you do have any ideas for our quick tip videos, please send them to us, because I would like some more ideas about doing different things. And also, if you have any ideas, if there's some videos that you would like for us to make.
And for me to eventually edit and post.
Well, I'm going to learn how to edit. I told them I was going to do that with the bread videos, and I didn't.
So, we're about out of time, so it'll be my time to remind you, and now I'm talking to myself. So this verse of Scripture could say, so whether you eat or drink or are responsible for editing videos and put them up on YouTube, or whatever you do all to the glory of God. And that's our desire for our own lives and our hope for you too. That whatever you do, and really seriously, I should do that. When I'm responsible for editing video and getting them up, I should do that to God's glory. Right. And I haven't done that, and so I apologize. I repent to my wife and to our audience. But we thank you for being here. It's time for Big Family Homestead. So beat it. Get out of here. Go tell Brad and Krista we sent you. Thanks for joining us.
Good night.